Alright, so this video is just to let some of the newer players know what type of guns would be a good idea to get if for a primary weapon. So primary weapon meaning rifle instead of like a pistol or submachine gun. Now this is obviously my opinion, so other people may have different experiences than me, but I'll just tell you from my experience what I think would be best. Now companies like JG, G&G, and occasionally D-Boys are all pretty good companies to shop from. Now, say if you're in the $75 to $100 range, considering that you're not buying from Walmart, don't buy any guns from Walmart if you want to be on the competitive side, at least in my experience. I would suggest getting a Galaxy MP5K. Now, don't bother with getting like the G5 or the PDW. I think the PDW is okay, but the MP5K, just the Galaxy, they're plastic, but I've had a lot of people have really good experiences with them. I bought a couple G5s, the ones with the plastic wrist rails. Not a good idea, not a good experience. But for the $75 to $85 you can find those, and those make really nice guns. They have high caps and mid caps and give you a good feel, and as well as they also chrono in CQB fields. So that's a good all-around gun that will help you keep up with other people with $300 guns. It won't quite give you the same performance, but it'll give you a good taste. Now for about $100 to $130 range, I suggest getting a JG G36 or an AK-47. I know I had an AK-47 about 6 years ago. It still works, made by JG, and it's full metal. So if you prefer the metal feel, then you can get an AK-47, and those shoot kind of hot around 400 feet per second, but they're good solid guns. You can't really break them. You can find really high cap mags. I got an 800 round high cap mag on one just for fun. But the G36, I've owned one of those. There's the C length, the K length, and then the full length. I'd suggest getting a G36C or K. The K comes with a 3x scope built into it. Let's see, what else? $150 range. The one that I suggest to people most is the G&G Combat Machine. Now, I like the one with the wrist rails. Some people prefer the ones with the M4 style handguards. I'm a wrist type person, so I usually suggest the Raider. So the G&G Raider. That one goes for about $150, comes in multiple colors. There's the blowback version you can get for I think $190 or so, but I just get the base model for $150 or so. And that's a good solid gun, takes M4 mags, and it'll give you the performance that you would like as a new player to get into the sport, and you won't be too far behind the other guys. Let's see, $190. Somewhere around there to the $200 range. You could be paying for a blowback G&G, which I would suggest not doing. If you're going to spend $200, you're putting in a pretty good investment already. Go ahead and get a KWA CQR. Now you can get the CQR1, the Mod 1, or the Mod 2. If you see some of my other videos, you'll see the Mod 2 in some of the videos. Now that gun, you'll see it with mag pull in my videos, but without the mag pull it comes for $190. Got a 2GX gearbox in it that never really breaks down and doesn't need to be upgraded. The barrel that's in it doesn't need to be upgraded, so it's a great beginner's gun, but also it starts transitioning into the cost range of the more experienced players range. So if you were to put $200 down, go ahead and get something like that and you won't be disappointed. And some of the more experienced guys might actually be interested in buying that gun off of you when you're done with it. So there's just a few guns in there that I mentioned. I got a list of a lot more, but those are the ones that I usually suggest to people when they're first getting into the sport. If you guys got any other ideas, any other good experiences with cheaper guns, I mean below $200, go ahead and post up below. Let me know. There's obviously lots of guns that I've never had experiences with or heard good things or bad things about. So go ahead and make comments, conversation, ask questions, whatever you like to do. I'll answer the best I can. And thanks for watching this video.